ascension literally means to rise above. And so all we're doing is simply rising above the mind, rising beyond the mind, so that one can experience that peace within. That allows you to be present. And by being present, you get to see everything. You get to see everything clearly. You get to see everything with the innocence with which it was intended.
It's a fantastic tool to bring us back home, if you like. Within each of us is that well of peace that throughout most of our life we've been missing, just overlooking.
Well, simply put, it's simple techniques to allow you to get past the chatter of the mind. That's the heart of it. I think the soul of ascension is to return us to our natural place of being, to our birthright.
We call it a mechanical practice, and that is that it's not necessary to believe in anything. You're not hoping for some future revelation through using the techniques. What they are is, because they involve no belief, they have the ability to transcend the whole structure of the limited mind, which is all centered in belief. They can transcend those and take you to an immediate experience of something greater.
To start with, one of the main benefits is the release from thinking patterns. Thinking patterns bring about a great amount of stress. Whether it's good thoughts or bad thoughts, doesn't matter. Thinking actually creates stress because it takes energy. What the mind is thinking about, the body responds to. And so if we hold something in the mind long enough, we start to experience that physically, emotionally, energetically.
The difference between the Ishayas Ascension and other meditation techniques could be summed up in one word, and simplicity. Ascension is supremely simple.
And it's simple and it's beautiful because it doesn't require you to change your old beliefs for new beliefs. It doesn't require you to change anything about yourself to be more worthy of self-discovery.
There's no one whose mind is more strong or powerful than the desire for peace. There is no one like that. And so if you have a strong desire for peace and you apply the teaching, which is simple and easy and fun, you will move very quickly into a stable experience of peace. An experience where contentment and joy are natural, normal experiences.
When you talk to someone about meditation, they go, "Oh, I can never stop my mind." And you go, "Well, that's perfect. No one can stop their mind."
Stopping the thoughts, in some ways, trying to stop that movement is actually stopping a release of stress and a healing that's occurring in your nervous system, you know. So you're actually going to battle with the one thing that meditation is trying to achieve. But for your own peace, the truth is you don't need to stop the thoughts. You just need to stop identifying with them.
The change was really dramatic. It was instant. There was an indescribable peace upon using the first technique. And if I had to sum up what it's given me in one word, I would say fulfillment. There's no more hunger. I'm absolutely full from the inside out with all the good stuff, the peace, the love, the contentment.
What happened instantly for me was recognizing that I didn't have to pretend to be anyone anymore. The results were obvious. I could be myself in all situations.
I think when you learn to relax and be okay with this moment, with yourself as you are right now, then all your relationships transform, because you give the space to everybody else to do the same. They kind of can go and relax and be okay.
Because a lot of the things that were running through my mind was that there was something wrong with me or my world, something wrong with my life. And that's a really uncomfortable thing to live with all the time. And so if you have another choice, if you can change that around so that you're actually experiencing peace and okayness instead, that's a huge thing.
I would say that the only thing that ever makes you feel small or limited or incomplete is identification with a thought. And freedom from that limitation is as simple as seeing the thought and letting it go. And in the letting go of the thought, it's possible for you to return to a direct experience of what you really are. You are infinitely beautiful and endlessly radiant. There's absolutely nothing about you that ever needs to be fixed or changed. And the reason why we don't see that or we don't believe that is because we don't have the experience of what's there when we let go.
look and see what it is you desire to experience. See what that is. Everybody has a desire to experience something. What you want to experience. Not what you don't want to experience, but what you want to. And that desire may start a spark, and see where that takes you.
Everybody has the ability to make their life something beautiful and something creative, and to feel that they have a purpose to be here and to live. And the message I'd like to give them is do that. Find the way that sings to your heart and makes you happy. You have to. Your life is worth it.
You can call it the bright path because it's illuminated immediately. It's not the increasing path of light. It's the immediately bright path. And it remains that way. It remains that way. But it's not, it's a path of experiencing your life in unfolding fullness forever, should you so choose.
What are you waiting for? And deep in the heart of everybody is this desire to have more peace, to have freedom, to have love. It just starts with a single step to go for what you really want.
I created the perfect outside life. Perfect. And yet there wasn't peace. And I ultimately recognized that I had to find the peace on the inside, and that's why I came to this practice.